Good morning, every Cardinal sports fans. This is John Cannon. We are now in playoff mode. The playoffs officially begin this week, and the La Villa Cardinals have punched their ticket to the postseason. They ended up second in District 32 2A and will now take on Yorktown in the Class 2A by district round of the playoffs. Coach, first off, congratulations, man. From the start of the season to now, we saw a big improvement of these kids. And you know what? I think everything that you guys instilled and brought into this program has all paid off. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, we've seen that improvement from the football, from weights, from the running, from playing together, from being here in practice. So a lot of improvement.
You know, this week against Three Rivers, you said it best. This was going to be a tough team. These guys were strong. You know, they brought a lot to the table. You guys were with them for 3 quarters. It was tight. What happened in the fourth quarter that kind of helped them to pull away a little bit?
It kind of broke down there in the fourth quarter. I think the kids got down there because, in that first drive, they stopped us there in the goal line at the 1, and that was a heartbreaker right there. And then again later on, when Zach went over and then he fumbled the ball, it looked like we had scored there, but they didn't call it our way. So that's 28 points right there. It would have been 28. I'm going to say 28-14 at halftime, but it didn't go that way. That's 14 points that we lost there. And sometimes, these kids, they put their head down, but they kept on playing. They kept on playing, and there at the end, they had good plays. And then we broke down there defensively, and they had a sweep, and he broke it back to the backside and scored on a 70-yard run where we were there, but we just, missed the tackle. So
there you go. Coming into this game against Yorktown, from what you saw in the Three Rivers game to now, what are you going to have to clean up? What are you going to have to get done?
I mean, that game against Three Rivers, we didn't play our best game. Even though we were there with them, we didn't play good. We just made some mistakes, drop balls. Had some sacks. We didn't wrap up. Little things that you talk about all the time, and it happened to us. Or else, it would have been a different ball game. But you got to play the game, and of course we made the mistakes and they didn't. So, we're going to continue doing what we're doing, and work on those mistakes that we made, and hopefully we don't make them again.
Going into the playoffs, I'm sure the kids have they're a little mad, because they had a goal. They wanted to win that district title. So, have you seen a difference in these kids after that loss? Do they look like they need to get some redemption?
Yeah, I saw a lot of kids there that it really meant something to them. I hadn't seen that at the beginning of the year. We lost our first 5 games, and I hadn't seen that. These kids, some of them were crying after the game, and that tells me it really means something to them. They really wanted to win, and that's good. It's a good thing that they have that pride. That, it meant something to them. And they want to win, and like I said, it's I saw that in a lot of the kids, and like I said, it's a good thing, because I know that they really want to win.
Now, one thing you said is you told them after that game, guys, let's go win some titles in the postseason. You get your first opportunity against Yorktown on Friday night. From what you've seen or what you heard, what does Yorktown possess? What's their strength on offense and defense?
Oh, it's going to be a running team again. They like to run the ball. A little bit more passing than Three Rivers. I think they passed like 2-3 times on us. But we got to stop their running game. And if they come out passing, we're ready for that. But they don't. Anybody in the playoffs, they're in the playoffs for a reason. So they're good, and we just got to go out there and play and not make the mistakes.
Yeah. What do you feel is going to give you an advantage over these guys from what your team possesses? Could it be the connection you have at quarterback and running back? Because when Zach and Ray are on, they're tough to stop. And do you think that can be a big advantage coming into this playoff game?
Yeah, Zach and Ray, they're really good athletes, and if they're on, it's hard to stop those guys. So, I'm pretty sure they're ready for it. We talked about it, and we set some goals, and hopefully we accomplish them. These kids, they really want to win. So if they can if they can go out there and play like they're capable of playing, then we should do all right. We should.
What are you guys gonna have to do Friday night to pull off this win? What's the biggest thing you've been stressing all week for these kids to go in and win this by district title?
Just keeping that attitude. That a lot of these kids, they hadn't won that many games. So, but just keeping energetic. Not looking ahead of anybody. Hey, let's win this one. And let's keep working, and that's what I stress all the time. Hey, we got to come in and we got to work every day, and like I said before, you come out here and you work, good things will happen.
There you go. Friday night, 7:30 at Taft. Correct?
Yes,
it's at Taft. The playoffs begin, Coach. It's going to be a long road, but you know what? You're here. You again. I think the kids, are excited to be back in the playoffs, and. Yorktown versus La Villa, Part 1.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. It's all right. This is John Cannon with head coach Danny Perez. Coach, wish you the best of luck going in the playoffs, and let's win that by district title.
Yes, sir. Thank you.